they call it labor for a reason. Like, you have to labor, you have to work, you have to do things in order for your baby to come out. What's up, beautiful beings? It is me, Amin B, coming to you with another YouTube video. Thank you all so much for your continuous support and likes and subscribes. It is my absolute honor to make this content for you. In this video, I am going to tell you the things that got me through natural labor and birth, okay? As we all know, in this series, I am wanting to share my positive birth experience, my positive birth story. So go ahead and stick around if you want to hear how I got through it. So the first thing that you need to do in order to get through natural birth and labor is to educate yourself. Educate yourself on the anatomy of birth, what happens in birth, the stages of birth, what you can expect. And at the birth center that I delivered at, they were really good about doing this. It was actually mandatory for you to take at least 4 classes. There were only 4 classes anyway. It was mandatory for you to take 4 classes so that you can prepare for your labor and birth, and you had to finish those 4 classes in order to be able to deliver at that birth center, which I thought was a beautiful idea so that you know what to expect. The next thing that I would say is to hire a doula if at all possible, if you are financially able to. There are a lot of grants available for this as well. Hire a doula. I don't care if you are delivering at a birth center, you're delivering at home, you're delivering at the hospital. You want to have a birth center. And the reason I say that is because, 1, it helps further your education. 2, they're there to advocate for you on your behalf because they know things about birth and the experience that you probably would not know, especially if you're a first-time mom or a first-time parent. They're there to help you with your comfort measures. They're just there to help you feel confident about your birth experience. To Chicago birth workers that where I hired my doula from. I absolutely love my doula. She was a complete blessing to me. And honey, she's the reason why I was able to labor 98% of the time by myself. Like, babe, she came at the very last minute before I actually had my baby. But shout out to her. In the education that I received from the birth center, I was able to pretty much do it on my own, if we're being real. The next thing that I would say that you absolutely need is to check your mindset. If you know that you want to have a natural birth, natural labor, then you have to be prepared to check your mind. What I realized for myself after going through the experience, and what I kind of figured it would be anyway, is it's a mental game. Whatever your mind is telling you is what your body is going to experience. So, and I really liked how I explained it to a new mom, and she knows who I'm talking about. I told her it's like doing one more set at the gym. So you're working out at the gym, you have one more set of exercises to do. Are you gonna do those exercises, or are you gonna cave out? The only difference between that and labor is you can't press pause on labor. You're gonna have to figure out how you're gonna make it through that next set or that next surge. So mindset, I would suggest doing some meditations, some breath work, something to really get your mind into the space where you know how to handle the sensations and the bodily fluids and the functions and everything that goes with labor, because it truly does make a difference. It was movement. You have to move your body. If you think about it, compared to some hospital births that women experience, the reason why their labors are so much longer than natural births is because they're on the bed, they're sitting. So they call it labor for a reason. Like, you have to labor, you have to work, you have to do things in order for your baby to come out. If you can. Now, if you can't, then that's completely different. But if you can, get into your mind, movement is your friend when it comes to pregnancy and in labor, especially if you want to, 1, distract yourself, stay calm, 2, 3, and get that baby out. You have to move, okay? And sometimes, pro tip, what gets baby in is also what gets the baby out, if you know what I mean. The next thing I would say is breath and sound. And I'm putting these two together because they kind of worked for me together as I was laboring. So anytime, especially when I got towards the end where it was actually time to push, which I really didn't have to do, when it got closer to that time, I really had to take deep inhalations. And when I would exhale, I would just let out a sound, whether it be a moan or ah or a whoa or whatever the hell came out at that moment. You want to relax your jaw so that you can relax your body. So if you're holding your tension and you're not breathing, that's exactly what your yoni is going to do. So think into your mind right now as an exercise. You want to take a breath in through your nose and exhale out of the mouth. And try to relax everything down. And that's a beautiful meditation breathwork exercise to do before you get into labor. The last thing that I would say that helped me get through natural labor in birth is intuition. Your intuition is absolutely heightened during pregnancy. You damn near are psychic from my experience, especially if you've already tapped into that energy for yourself. But your intuition, it will lead you and help you to make sound decisions for yourself and for your baby. With the support of your partner, with the support of your doula, midwife, or whoever else you have supporting you, you want to still be able to use your intuition. So an example, especially if you're watching my birth story video, when I called my midwife, she didn't really think that it was time for me to come and actually deliver the baby. She just assumed that I was calling her because I was uncomfortable. But within 10 minutes of being at the birth center, my son was here. And that was me being able to use my intuition and say, hey, I need to get to this birth center before X, Y, and Z, or I'm not gonna make it there. You have to be able to use your intuition, tune into your body, tune into your senses, and trust me, it will not steer you wrong. Trust yourself. So those are all of the tips that I have and how I got through natural labor in birth. If you have anything that you want to add to this list, please comment it down below. If you are a pregnant mama, I'm sending you so much love and encouragement. If you know anybody who is currently pregnant, please send them this video, send them this content, especially if they are a Black mama, a new mama, or they want to experience natural labor and birth. Okay, so I'm sending you so much love and light and beautiful energy. It is my absolute honor to do this content for you guys, and I will talk to you another time. Bye.